Watcher to 6 actual. Target is in the main house. You have execute authority.
Bravo 6. Going dark.
How's it going, troops? Jordan here, back again with another Call of Duty Modern Warfare Loadout video. In today's loadout video, we are going to be creating another military base class setup, but one that not many people will know of. I've been itching to make this military loadout since Modern Warfare launched back in October, and I'm so excited to finally be able to produce this. Today we are travelling to South Asia as we become a soldier of the Pakistan Army. Pakistan is a country that has had a bad reputation over the past decade thanks to terrorist groups and media narratives, but is a completely different country when you look beyond the cracks. It's currently the 5th largest country in terms of population at over 215 million people, and is seeing a huge boost in tourism right now. Not many channels would talk about countries like Pakistan, but here on this channel we like to diversify a bit. So gear up and wave your flags as we join the Pakistan Army. So without further ado, let's take a look at our mission briefing. This is going to be a military loadout representing the Pakistan Army of today. We're going to be using both anti-personnel and anti-tank armaments in order to destroy the enemy. And lastly, we are going to bleed green and be proud, for we shout Pakistan Zindabad. As mentioned, this loadout is based on the modern day army of Pakistan. The Pakistan Army was founded on the same day that Pakistan gained its independence, that being the 14th of August 1947. Currently, the Pakistan Army has over 550,000 active personnel, which makes it the 6th largest army in the world in terms of manpower. For this class setup, we are going to be using references from a number of documentaries based on the Pakistan Armed Forces, as well as information from the official websites and sister sites associated with it. So let's begin by taking a look at our primary weapon of choice that we're going to be equipping. The Pakistan Army use a variety of weaponry from across the globe, including the American M4, the German G3 and the Russian RPD. But one common weapon they like to use is the Type 56 assault rifle. This unique looking weapon is a Chinese clone of the AK-47 that is mass produced in the eastern region of the world. So we'll equip the AK-47 as our primary weapon. But of course we can't go in bare bones, so let's equip some attachments for our AK-47. For our first attachment, we're going to be choosing the Compensator. The Compensator is a muzzle attachment that grants us an increase in recoil control at the slight cost of aim down sight speed and aim and stability. Being a trained soldier, we want to maintain that recoil that the AK-47 possesses, and so this will be our first attachment. For our second attachment, we're going to be choosing a weapon perk, and the weapon perk that I have gone with is the Frangible Disabling perk. This increases our crippling power against our foes by slowing down enemy movement when we fire bullets into them, as well as briefly disabling the enemy tactical sprint if we shoot at their legs. And lastly, for our third and final attachment for the AK-47, we're going to be choosing a rear grip, and just like many of my previous loadout videos, the grip we're going to be going with is the stipple grip tape. This increases both the aim down sight speed and the sprint to fire speed of the AK-47, and since we are a trained soldier, we want to snap onto our targets as quickly as, and so this grip tape is going to do that job. So those are going to be our attachments that we're going to be equipping onto our AK-47 rifle. Now let's move on to our secondary weapon of choice. The Pakistan Army use all sorts of anti-tank and anti-air launchers and weaponry, especially ones that use infrared lock-ons to provide a precise hit on their designated targets. One particular launcher that the Pakistan Army prefer to use is the Alcatel 100 launcher, which is a Spanish anti-tank launcher that locks onto targets to deliver a devastating impact. And in Modern Warfare, we have one launcher that bears a striking resemblance to this, and that launcher is the Joker. So the Joker is going to be our secondary weapon of choice for this class setup. Since we can't equip any attachments onto the Joker, let's move on and take a look at our perks and equipment that we're going to be using for this loadout. For our tier 1 perk, we're going to be choosing Scavenger. During battles between the Pakistan Army and terrorist forces like Al-Qaeda, a lot of ammunition and resources are left scattered around in rubble buildings and in the boots of trucks, so it's efficient if we use some of that ammunition to restock our weapons on the battlefield. We can do this in Modern Warfare by selecting Scavenger as our first perk, as Scavenger allows us to pick up ammunition packs from dead enemy corpses, so Scavenger will be our tier 1 perk. For our second tier perk, we're going to be choosing Hardline. Because we are creating this class based on the Pakistan Army and not just a single soldier, we want to be able to earn our kill streaks much quicker, so we can get that full experience. The Hardline perk in Modern Warfare reduces our kill streak rewards by 1 less kill, and so Hardline will be our tier 2 perk. And finally, for our third tier perk, we're going to be choosing Shrapnel. Landmines are regularly used by the Pakistan Armed Forces, which we will talk more about in a minute. The Shrapnel perk provides our soldier with an extra piece of lethal equipment and also causes health regeneration delays to enemy combatants caught up in the explosive blast. So even if our lethal equipment doesn't secure the kill, it increases our chances of popping off the weakened enemy ourselves. So that's why Shrapnel is going to be our tier 3 and final perk of this loadout. Now that we've discussed the perks, let's move on to our equipment. The Pakistan Army use numerous landmines to disable enemy vehicles and kill hostile personnel, and these landmines include the P4, the P7 and the P3 Mark II. In Modern Warfare we have the proximity mine that acts pretty much the same as these mines mentioned, where they trigger a deadly explosion when any enemies move within its trigger proximity. So we'll choose the proximity mine for our lethal equipment. For our tactical equipment, we're going to be choosing the smoke grenade. The Pakistan Army use a range of hand grenades, more so lethal than tactical, but smoke grenades and tear gas are common armaments in the east to distract the enemy, push people back and create temporary cover for allied forces. So we'll arm ourselves with the smoke grenade to mimic this. So those are going to be our perks and equipment of choice for this class setup. Now let's move on to our field upgrade and our 3 kill streaks that we're going to be going with for this loadout. For our field upgrade, I have chosen the munitions box. Out on the front line, we need enough ammunition and firepower to supply our team with so we don't result in a retreat. The munitions box supplies our team with extra magazines, bullet belts, rockets, extra lethals and extra tacticals, and just lets us continue on our mission. So that's why the munitions box is going to be our field upgrade. Now that we've decided on our field upgrade, let's move on to our 3 selected kill streaks for this loadout. For our first kill streak, we're going to be choosing the shield turret. Turret gunners are used from distance to pick off targets and provide suppressing fire for squadrons to move closer to the enemy for a sneak attack. 2 examples of these turrets are the Type 85 and the Type 54, both are of Chinese origin but are manufactured at the Pakistan Ordnance Factory. So to replicate this, we'll equip the shield turret as our first kill streak so our teammates can help gun down our enemies. For our second kill streak, we're going to be choosing the Infantry Assault Vehicle, more commonly known as the IAV. Tanks are a big part of an army force, and the PA have many types of tanks used in combat, with some of the common ones being the Al-Khalid and the Al-Zara. The IAV in Modern Warfare isn't exactly a tank as such, but looks and feels just like one, and so we'll select the Infantry Assault Vehicle as our second kill streak. And lastly, for our third and final kill streak of this loadout, we're going to be selecting the Chopper Gunner. Helicopters play a great role in Pakistani operations. Because of the wide range of landscapes, topologies and environments that Pakistan has, helicopters make for both great transportation and great offense against enemy ground forces. Many helicopters are used in the PA, including the American AH-1Z Viper and the Turkish T-12-9B ATAC. In Modern Warfare, we see the return of one of my all-time favourite kill streaks, the Chopper Gunner, which has 8 air-to-ground missiles and an unlimited cache of fatal rounds to devastate and destroy our enemies. So the Chopper Gunner will be our third and final kill streak of this loadout. Combining our weaponry, perks, equipment, field upgrade and kill streaks, we will progress through our enemies, purify them of their evil, and live long enough to see this incredible green nation thrive in years to come. So troops, that wraps up my Pakistan Army loadout for Modern Warfare. Next time you boot up Modern Warfare multiplayer, definitely give this class setup a try in game and have some fun replicating a soldier in the Pakistan Army. I just want to quickly say a massive shout out to my brothers and sisters in Pakistan. I've always had such love for the country, and inshallah I will get to visit your beautiful country sometime next year. So troops, if you did enjoy this video, then do give the video a thumbs up, I would appreciate it a lot. And if you haven't subscribed already, then make sure you do hit the subscribe button, and whilst you're at it, make sure you click the bell notification icon next to it, That way you are always notified as to when I make an upload. If you have any friends that are interested in this sort of content, then definitely share the video around with your friends to help give my videos and channel more widespread exposure. I also want to say a massive thank you for all the lovely comments that I've received over the past couple of weeks in regards to the quality of my videos, and also a big thank you for your military loadout suggestions. I've had quite a few suggestions in the comments, so definitely keep an eye out for more military themed loadouts in the near future. So until the next video, I thank you all for watching, stay true to me troops, and I'll see you in game.